No, don't you worry. I
What's up,
appreciate you
everybody?
guys.
Yes, hey, everybody. Welcome to the House of Horrors. We were having a little technical difficulties, but we got everything fixed now. We're here with Jamie Morgan as our guest for tonight. How are you?
I'm doing pretty good. It's
Oh,
a nice little Saturday here in central New York.
Nice.
all
It's
right.
nighttime now, I guess, but
Just
sun
waiting on
goes
a
down.
few people to show up so we can
Whoops.
start the.
Huh? Okay, that's weird. I'm hearing.
Yeah, that was me. I'm sorry.
Okay. I guess we're good now.
Okay. I don't know what happened with that one. I was trying to click something and
No clicking. Hands away from the computer. Just
some reason I started one of Vince's videos. I don't know how I did it, but somehow I did it.
It's like the Emperor's New Groove when he's like, "No touchy, don't touch, no touch."
Hands off.
Anyway, thank you for coming on through this mini challenges that we're having trying to get you here.
Oh, yes, I definitely appreciate you willing to work with me since I don't have StreamYard, and I was a little worried about my phone and apps.
Yeah,
I downloaded the NBC app one time, and I had such trouble with my phone.
Right, yeah. It's completely understandable.
Yeah,
That's why we try to make it so you're comfortable and we can still have you on.
So
I appreciate
Just had to do some troubleshooting, but we got it.
So, all right. Well, now that we're all situated here, I guess I'll start out. I always ask everybody, about their early beginnings. What inspired you when you were younger? Did you have a creative family?
I think my family's kind of creative and fun in ways. My brother is a musician. He plays the guitar. So, I mean, that's creative. And my mom, she's great coloring. And she's crafty, she makes jewelry sometimes. My dad, he's a working man, so he's about as creative as you can get with working with your hands.
Nice.
Yeah.
So
when I was younger, I did a play in school, and I kind of really liked it. I was on the stage, and I was, off the stage, kind of in the crowd, and the spotlight hit, and I was like, "Ooh, I like this feeling. This feeling is good. I want this. I want to do this more."
Yeah, it's always fun. I used to do plays in middle school and high school and stuff, so I know how it is. It's always the adrenaline gets rushing, and you just love, expressing yourself and entertaining people, and so.
Yes. There really is a stage fright, but there's an excitement that goes along with it, So I like doing live things like that. I when I got into doing films, I was just like, this is the best, because you get nervous and you do something wrong. Can we do a retake? Can we do that again? In a play, you gotta fumble over your words and then get there.
Do a little improv on the live stage, yeah. So.
Yes, and I've messed up in plays before, and I've been like, oh man, and then all you can think about is, I just messed that up. I can't believe it. But
yeah, there's no cut and re-go again. You have to just kind of keep going with it. And
I know.
I've never done it, but I could imagine you're live on stage in front of those people. You just gotta roll with it.
Yeah, you got to improv it. I remember one time being someone had forgot their line. We're like waiting, so it's like so and such, and I just had to improv, keep it going. So yeah,
you got to help them get back to it. Like, yeah, fine.
So also besides acting and wrestling, what got you into that? Which came first?
Well, the acting was, like I said, I did a play in school. And then I was out of school, and I was working part-time, and I was trying to decide like what I wanted to do. And I was hanging out with a friend, and they did wrestling. They were training to become a wrestler at a school in Syracuse. And so I said, oh, let's, I used to watch when I was like young, WWF turned into WWE.
Mm-hmm.
And so, so I went there, and I liked it. I was like, this is fun. This is interesting. This is exciting. This is different. So I guess the wrestling kind of came first, and then through that I started trying to, do stunt work for films, independent films. I'd answer ads on Craigslist, which is, not always the greatest idea, but it worked out in my case because I got a hold of some pretty decent filmmakers. And then my mom and I did a haunted house, and through that I met a couple actors, and they introduced me to a director in the Utica area, Matt Peters, Mad Angel Films. So I got to do some good, fun films there, and just start my process of the ball kind of rolling.
Right.
So to speak.
And also, honestly, I like know certain wrestlers and stuff, but I never really followed it, full matches. I'm not like all into wrestling, but I am curious. Now, what division or whatever did you start out in, and what do you do exactly?
I wrestled, my first couple of shows were for a company called UWA, United Wrestling Alliance. But they've changed their name since I started wrestling with them. Now they're called 2CW, Squared Circle Wrestling. But I only worked with them for about a year or so. And then I went to some Rochester schools and I trained with them. And then I found my way to Ultimate Wrestling, which is located in Lyons, New York, Phelps, New York, that general facility, that area.
Okay.
But Ultimate Wrestling is what I consider my home fed. I wrestle with them under the name Delicious.
Nice.
I brought pictures because I wanted to have an illustration.
Oh, there we go.
Awesome.
Delicious. And I've gotten to have a couple of pretty decent matches.
Nice. All right.
Are you still wrestling?
I am, yes. I did a show in August with Ultimate Wrestling and a show in September with Ultimate Wrestling. And I'm not going to make it to the October show because I have a music video that I'm going to be doing in the Albany area.
Oh, nice.
But, yeah. So I do some music videos too. Not too often, but when I can, I do some music videos.
And do you play the music or sing, or are you like a background person?
I am not a singer nor a dancer, but somehow I find my way into music videos and I shimmy and shake a little bit.
Nothing wrong with that.
I have some fun.
Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, you gotta do things in life that I don't know, bring out a little something different.
Right. Has the wrestling like helped you with like doing stunt work?
Yes, it definitely has. In wrestling, they teach you how to fall on your back and on your front and on your side. So yeah, that definitely helps with stunts because there's been some times where I've probably could have gotten hurt if I didn't know the proper way to land.
Yeah, I can imagine. Both of them seem. I know I couldn't. I fall like here in the house, and I'm like injured for a week. So, so I totally get it. You got to learn how to fall.
Right. Please, I'd like to fall the right way. Yes.
Right. Don't face plant into a wooden floor.
No.
Yeah.
Distribute that throughout your body, mainly the hands.
Yeah.
They can absorb a lot, and we're falling back, mainly the shoulders, because they can take a lot.
Yeah, I passed out, so I didn't try to stop myself. So I went face first into the wooden floor. I looked like I would have been beat up. I had a black eye, had a huge knot on my head. It was bad.
Yeah.
I actually fractured my wrist in drama class. I had done different like acting and stuff and falling before, and I forget if I was like tied up or had these fake handcuffs on when it happened, and the person was dumb. They didn't do what they were supposed to, and I fell like on my wrist with the handcuffs on. It was like swollen up to here, and when I got home, my dog was all excited to see me, and she didn't know I was hurt, and I had like popped it back, and I guess it was popped out of place. Like I thought that's all that was wrong with it. It kind of felt good, but it was still bad after that. Got an X-ray, and it was fractured. I'm like, oh wow, what a story. Nothing cool. Not playing sports, nothing cool. How'd you break it? Drama class. but
Well, in junior high, my brother threw a toy at me and gave me a black eye. So so I had like a little gash under my eye and a black eye. And people's like, "Oh, what happened? Did somebody get in a fight?" I'm like, no, my 2-year-old brother threw something at me.
That's why they call it the terrible twos.
Yeah, because he was, he's 12 years younger than me, so he was having his terrible twos when I was in junior high and high school and whatnot. And yeah, he got mad, threw fit, and like whipped it. It was like a little metal gun. He whipped it at me and got me right now.
Ouchie, ouchie.
So since the stunts and wrestling and everything, you said helped you in film, what are a few examples of the movies that transferred over that it was to your benefit?
There was a movie that I did with Mad Angel Films called Slade Collins and the Tree of Life. And when I got shot, I did a legitimate wrestling fall. Boom. So there's one aspect where it helped me. And in The Man with No Pants, I played a wrestler named Vivian Vicious. You can't see me on the back, but I am a wrestler in that movie. So a lot of the stunt work that I do in the fight scene montage that I have is, I even do a Randy Orton RKO. So that's a little bit of how wrestling has helped me in some films.
Nice.
Oh, another one, Mad Angel film, Radiant Dark. I did some fighting scenes in that one as well. So I play a Dorn member who's like, more animal than person, like, brutal, beast-like. So when I do my fighting, I tend to come out more like a ferocious attack, So wrestling helped me with that as well.
A ferocious, delicious attack. All right.
A ferocious, delicious, yeah, right? A ferocious, almost like delicious.
I'll have to take notes of those movies.
And you need almost like the drama aspect with wrestling too. If it's the same like WWE, you gotta act up for the crowd and whatnot.
Oh, yeah.
So they both kind of like coincide with each other.
Mm-hmm. Yes, definitely. You've got to play to the crowd. That's something that I almost forgot. We had started having live audiences again. I almost forgot how to play to the crowd, But yeah, you definitely got to, You're a good girl. You got to get them behind you, And if you're a bad girl, you got to make them
hate you.
Boo. You got to make them say no. We don't like you. We want you to lose this match.
Do you play a good girl or a bad girl? I haven't got to see you wrestle, so I don't know.
I play a good girl.
I
have played bad, but I'm good right now. But that could change. Anything is possible.
Right.
Well, it's good to be bad, whichever.
It is. It is. It is. It is probably a lot more fun to be bad.
Yeah.
The promoter brought me in as a good girl, so I've been a good girl for a long time at Ultimate Wrestling.
All right.
Do you get to pick your storylines, or do they kind of write it, or do you have storylines?
No, they do choose the storylines. Yeah, they for the guys it's much easier because there's a lot more men to work with. With the girls, there's only a few of us, so we tend to fight each other a lot.
Yeah.
When I first got into it, I was wrestling with this one girl because the other girl had gotten out of it, and so it was her and I for like 6, 7, 8 months just wrestling each other. So they had to find different ways to make it interesting. They had some of the guys come in and they'd attack us and be like, "Women don't belong in the wrestling ring. Get the heck out of here." So we're like, "Oh, jerks."
And then beat the crap out of them, right?
And then we got our revenge. Yes, we did. And then, yeah, exactly. Her and I teamed up and was like, "Okay, boys, let's show you how women do it."
Right.
We're going to be frenemies for tonight. All right.
Yeah. Exactly. The enemy of my enemy is my friend. So come on, let's work together and get rid of these bad boys.
What ended up leading you to Wild Eye?
Oh, I'll tell you exactly. It was through working with Mad Angel Films, I met this wonderful actress named Greta Volkova. And she messaged me one day and she said, I got a picture of her. Sorry, I came with illustrations.
Oh, you're perfectly fine. Appreciate it.
I got this poster from the movie Tales of Dracula. And there she is right there.
Nice.
Yeah, that's Greta Volkova. She usually looks a lot nicer, but in this movie she plays a vampire. So, but yeah, so she messaged me one day and she said, they're doing this movie in Pennsylvania. Are you available? Are you interested in getting to Pennsylvania? Oh, yes, I have a car. I can get to Pennsylvania. Tell me all about it. The movie was It Kills Camp Blood 7. Yeah. So they're in September of 2017. September of 2017. So did that movie. And it was like, got there on a Friday, worked Saturday, worked Sunday. And yeah, it was good. It was really good. It wound up being a really nice experience. Mark Polonia knows what he's looking for, and he doesn't need a lot of takes to get there, He's got a good shooting schedule. It's very, very organized, very, very particular. Not too particular, but he's good, So after that, I did the movie Ghost of Camp Blood. And I play a different character. I don't want to give too much away, but I do play a different character. And I think that's really sweet that he thought I could do that because, back-to-back movies, So I thought, he trusted me as an actor to, to bring in a different kind of character. So that was really awesome.
That was going to be actually one of my questions. Like the character with Ghost of Camp Blood, Sam. Did you have inspiration behind that, or because you got to play a paranormal investigator?
Yes, exactly. I was like, well, she's into ghost hunting. I sent him some pictures of me in different outfits, and he was like, yeah, I like that one. And then I figured that she's kind of adventurous, so she, slicked that hair back, put on some red lipstick. Yeah, let's go with this camera. Let's get these shots. Let's experience ghost hunting.
Yeah, I really like that character. You're all in it and whatnot. So I had to make a point to bring up that character because I really like that one, and I have one other one, but yeah, I really like that character.
Yeah, I try to be a little different for every character,
Yeah.
For Lizzie and It Kills, she was kind of smart, she was working on her paper, her project for school, so she was kind of a smart, books kind of girl, glasses on and everything. So Sam was, kind of the adventurous, go out there, let's get our hands dirty, let's experience this,
Right.
And,
yeah, you wasn't afraid to have me filming something with your camera.
Yes.
But yeah, I really like that character.
Didn't get a chance to watch that one yet. I watched Virus Shark today. So
I didn't have time. I wanted to watch it, but we had to get going with the shopping, and I didn't get a chance to watch it. I didn't know it was on Tubi. When I did a search, I didn't see it, so I didn't get to watch it. Now I have to watch it later. Unfortunately, I missed that one.
Yeah, no worries. Yep, we're in a lab under the water, trying to investigate these sharks. They've come up with this virus that also transmits to humans, and so we're just got to come up with this cure. We got to find a way to help these sharks and save all people. So that was different. I'm not really a scientist, but again, throw on the glasses. Here we go. We're smart.
The glasses that make you smart, just put on the glasses.
Glasses, yes, glasses are definitely helpful. They make you smart. Put on the glasses, and you're like, yes, I feel like Einstein. This is exactly how Einstein.
It's the two uses of glasses: either make you look smart or disguise like Clark Kent.
Right?
Oh, Clark Kent, yes.
Well, what was it? In the Adventures of Lois and Clark and Superman, I think his name was Tempest. I think they did, and he was telling people about Clark Kent and Superman. He puts on the glasses. He's like, Clark Kent, Superman, Clark Kent, Superman. Hello. But as a which role do you prefer? I mean, which is more interesting, the scientist, the victim, or sort of a in Jurassic Shark 2 Aquapocalypse. I'm having trouble saying that now. Aquapocalypse,
Yes.
where I guess you could say you're semi the bad guy helping it, Quit laughing, Boo.
Yeah.
My husband made a comment as he walked by, and he said, "Did he say aqua tits or something like that?"
Aqua tits.
He said that. That's why I started laughing, because he walked by. I didn't think the mic picked him up, but I was laughing.
Oh, okay.
Aquapocalypse.
Yes, they're flotation devices, Boo. That's what I'm talking about.
Taco tits you can also eat on Tuesday.
What's taco have to do with anything?
That's what I heard when I walked downstairs was taco tits. I was like,
I think you heard what you wanted to hear.
Right?
He's like, tacos, ooh, boobies.
Oh.
Anyways, back to your question.
Oh yes, okay. So the character that I like to play is, the fun, sometimes more interesting, maybe with a backstory that supports, her attitude, and then like action, because I like stunts, being a semi-professional wrestler. So if I can get a good fight scene and if she's a fun girl, or even if she's kind of not a nice girl, I would be very happy to have a role like that. I've had a few not so nice girl roles,
Mm-hmm.
Trying to think of some right now. A couple of Mad Angel films. I've played a bad girl, so.
And Aqua tits too, yes.
And then that's right. Yep. In Jurassic Shark Aquapocalypse, I played, wearing all black, going after what I want,
Kind of
my
a
partner.
Yep.
He's gonna help me get what I want, I was talking to Tim Hatch the other day, telling him that, we've gotten to be, partners in crime. We've gotten to be husband and wife. He's my husband in the movie Can't Murder, and
I still need to see Can't Murder.
He wasn't around.
I think I might just end up ordering that movie. I've been wanting to see it. Like all you guys, like a bunch of you are in it. And so I was talking to Kyle Rappaport, all you guys. Yep. Mm-hmm. So.
Yeah, Can't Murder. Oh yeah, Kyle Rappaport. Yep.
Yeah, he was just on last week, wasn't it?
Yeah, or the week, whatever it was. Yeah.
I lose track of time, so I don't know.
You guys probably interview a lot of people.
It's starting to pick up, yeah. So.
With Amityville Island, what was your inspiration with Kelly? That was another character I liked. Was Kelly?
Yeah.
How he was able to flip personalities.
Yes. She's a down home type woman. She had her guy that was in the military and he died, and then she was raising these kids, and then she went and she bought some stuff from a house sale, and the stuff I guess was haunted. That doll, she looked in that doll's eyes and was like, just being possessed. How do you play the role of a possessed woman? You just got to imagine that something has taken control of you, and you just you're there, but you're not there. You're in like the sunken place, like in the movie Get Out. You're in the sunken place. You can't control much, and so I tended to try to play that, like when she was there, she was confused about what was going on, and then when she wasn't there, it was just
you use this either not say anything, be perfectly still, then you'd snap and either be like all rage or you'd snap and be back to yourself. I was like, you had all this stuff going on. That's why she's another one of my favorite characters.
That's why I was going to mention, how was it like, having your normal role, then like almost silent, like just being more physical, and then back to yourself. And yeah, but pretty much answered that. So
I guess we both really like that character.
Yeah.
Omniville Island. There it is. I was gonna say, I know I've got that one here too.
Yeah, that's one of my 294 Wild Eye movies I have.
You do have a lot of them, don't you?
Yep. Getting a few more this week with some trades. So I'll be up to 300 soon, getting a few more with some trades this week, and then some newer ones will be coming out. So I'll hit that 300 mark within the next month, hopefully. So.
Oh, Wild Eye.
Unfortunately, I don't have as many. I just learned about Wild Eye like maybe a year ago. So I don't have near as many or seen near as many movies as he has, but I'm trying to catch up.
I actually like a couple. Well, I've only been in it maybe 2.5, 3 years. Like I had seen certain movies come into Walmart, and I might have seen some of them streaming or so, but I didn't realize they were Wild Eye. Like I had seen a couple of them, and I told the story yesterday when I met Todd Sheets, and he told me about Clownado, and that was just before I got into it big time. And then I started watching, like, oh, okay, I like these. I looked it up, and since the last couple of years, I've just been on a Wild Eye kick. So, and it's led me, to this, and get to talk to you guys, which has been great. And so, it's all been connected. It's led to this moment.
I like it.
All right.
Is
So
there
what
any sorry.
No,
Is there any future roles that you're able to talk about, or probably not? But
yes. There's one that we filmed a couple of months ago with Mark Polonia. It's called Sharkula, and it is about just what you would think: Dracula turning into a shark.
According to Tim, it kind of looks like this guy. I don't know if you can see him or not.
No, my
You can't see him.
Really work.
He's just like a little shark helmet thing.
Blue shark head.
Yeah, I got a little stuffed shark head that you could put on your head. And according to Tim and I think it was Kyle, they both said it kind of looked like Sharkula.
Okay. Very nice. Yeah. Sharkula. So that's a movie I'm really excited for, and I'm not exactly sure when it's going to come out, but we filmed it a couple months ago, so
I'm curious.
You never know.
I'm curious how they would make the shark a vampire in the first place. Like,
Well,
what Vaughn finds? Like, does a vampire attack the shark, or does he do experiments on it and make?
He
it
likes
vampire?
seafood. He's tired of the land food. He wants some seafood, some sea blood, some shark blood. So.
Yeah, I'll have to check that out just out of pure curiosity. And plus, I'm obsessed with sharks, so I watch every shark movie there is.
Yes. Yes. Because I was thinking about, and I'm like, no, I don't know what I should say. I'm like one of those actors on a TV show that's like, I can't say too much. I'm like, oh man, I want to say something, but I'm like, I shouldn't say something.
Right? Yeah.
The movie.
Right. Yeah, we understand that you can't give away too much, and we don't want to.
You don't want to be the Mark Ruffalo, or however you say his last name, from Marvel, who gives away stuff. You don't want to be that person.
Mark Ruffalo. Yep. Yeah, he played the Hulk.
That's funny. They always give up too much, and then what was it? They never tell. The
Spider-Man dude, Tom Holland.
Yeah, they never give him stuff because they're afraid he'll say something.
Oh man. Oh, a Marvel movie. That would be my dream job. I don't have to be a star, but just be like a stunt person, Like for Tessa Thompson's character. Perhaps.
Nice.
Or Zoe Saldana's character, but they paint me green.
Right.
I could be a Gamora. I could be a Gamora stunt girl.
Yeah.
You could be a stunt, yeah.
That would be a dream job, to be a stunt person for a Marvel movie.
I don't think so.
I love doing these independent movies. Have been really, really good to me. So fingers crossed, I keep doing them.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sure you would.
No.
Your characters are enjoyable, so I don't see a reason why you wouldn't keep getting cast for them.
No. Mwah, 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 mwah. Sweet, sweet girl. Making me blush. Making me blush.
Is there anything else besides Marvel that you might, if it came up that you'd be able to want to play? Or
Oh, it's a good question. Oh, I am not amazing enough to be on a soap opera, but my mom and I love Days of Our Lives. Oh, if I could ever get on that show is something. But I mean, they work a lot and they have to go through a lot.
Yeah.
Sometimes they cry, and I'm not very good at crying on cue. I'll take a little cinnamon essential oil and I'll put it right under my eye, and it'll give me some tears. But yeah, those actors are amazing. I could never be on a soap opera, but I wish I could. And imagine all the people they get to make out with every single week. It's either the same person or it's a different person. What a job. What a lucky job.
Like, I got to go to work today. And I'm having an affair with 5 different people on today's show.
that would be an interesting one. I don't know if they have that.
I'm just joking around, but she was just like, you get paid to do that? All right, sure.
That is quite a fun job. But yeah, I would like that. I would like that a lot.
So
You never know. It could happen.
Or superhero action movie.
mm-hmm.
Talk Polonia into making a
superhero movie.
Either that or soap opera.
Yeah.
A horror soap opera. There we go.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to go with it, but my words were like catching up in my brain.
He could do a movie where you're sucked into a soap opera and you don't know what's going on, and your character might get murdered. There you go. You're getting the Poloni movie sucked in a soap opera. There you go.
Oh, there you go. Gonna have to get a hold of Mark and let him know. How about stuck in a soap opera, a horror movie in a soap opera?
Right?
It's like a Halloween one or something. There you go. There I go again, throwing out the ideas. We were telling people we got to stop saying ideas because someone might steal it watching this.
Oh,
Somebody's definitely gonna steal something, and we will not get credit.
So,
but you'll know it was your idea, and that'll make your heart happy.
exactly. It's like, that's mine.
I don't even care if I get paid. I just want to thanks in the credits.
Yeah, just a thank you and a credit even. Whatever.
Yes, being thanked in the end credits feels so nice.
Right.
That happened to me a couple of times. I was like, I got thanked? Oh, what'd I do? Well, there was a movie that this filmmaker in Syracuse, Tyrone Jackson, was working on called Turned Out, and I was gonna be in it, but then American High got a hold of me, or I had applied for American High, and they got a hold of me to be in their film. And so I said to him, I'm so sorry, And so I'd gone there that day that they were filming, and I, said again, the call time for American High was a little bit later, so I could stop by and just, send some love to them on the set, and then I left. But yeah, in the end credits of Turned Out, he thanks me, special thank you to, a bunch of people, and then Jamie Morgan. I'm like, I got thanked? Man, I feel so good. Thank you. Wow, that was nice.
Yeah, I can imagine.
I feel like I let him down because I, went and did something else. But,
Probably appreciated that you was so sorry and whatnot, and for him and whatnot, and because some people probably just like, oh, sorry, see ya, peace.
Yeah, no.
I can imagine people are like that. I wouldn't, like, all the people we've talked to so far, I wouldn't say would do that, but I could definitely see that somebody would do that.
Right.
Yeah, it's sad but true. There are good people in the world, but there's also some, people that are maybe selfish, maybe a little too self-absorbed. Right.
Yeah, unfortunately. It seems like everyone we brought on, all you guys are wonderful people, and thanks again. Yeah. So
sweet.
So I was going to say also, you've done a lot of shark movies. what's your views on that when you get the scripts? Are you always hoping for another shark movie, or?
I know. Whenever I get a script for a shark movie, I'm like, ooh, shark movie. Yep. I like thrashing around with a shark, or potentially getting eaten by a shark.
Well, I guess if that's one way to go, might as well.
But I mean,
Well, you are delicious. You are delicious after all.
Delicious. You're right. That's exactly what the sharks say too when they get me in their mouth. Delicious.
That would be a nice callback. Something like next shark movie, have them do a talking shark and have them say something like that.
Have them go delicious.
Yes.
Right,
Delicious. You're right. That would be really cool.
It's like, well, I know you can't say it, but hey, maybe Sharkula talks. We'll see.
Yep. We'll just have
It'd be funny because it goes blah blah blah.
Well, I was thinking, like, you were saying how a vampire shark. I was like, well, maybe it's a vampire that turns into a shark. And then I started thinking of What We Do in the Shadows, the TV show. When he turns into a bat, he goes bat. And he turns into a bat. So he goes shark. It turns into a shark.
Yeah, Dark Shadows. I remember that. I mean, I
What-
saw
what-
a movie.
What we do in the shadows. It's a documentary. It's about the vampires living together. It's a documentary. It's a comedy about these.
Okay. What we do in the shadows.
It's not. Well, there's Dark Shadows, but that's not what I was talking about. But that is.
Yeah,
that was
this one's like a comedy. Is a lot of British vampires, and they're like living amongst people. Yeah, and they're followed around by a documentary crew. It's so funny. It's just a silly comedy that, but yeah, it's a funny show. If you find it, you should definitely watch it. I think there's a movie and there's definitely a TV series.
Yeah, they're on the third season now, or started. Is it second or
It's
third? I think third season, but yeah.
I think, but yeah, it's funny. If you like funny stuff, definitely check it out.
It's on one of those streaming sites, like
I want to say
It's on Hulu. It's on Hulu.
it's on Hulu. Yeah,
It is on Hulu. It's an FX show, so yeah.
yeah. So if you have cable, you can probably find it on Fox. If
Oh, yeah,
not,
okay.
then
Well, it's FX, not Fox. It's
I thought that was the same thing. Okay,
no, Fox and FX
don't
are
listen to me then.
FX had like the American Horror Stories.
right. It's on that channel. Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Have you been
I'll have
watching
to
the-
look for that.
Have you been watching the new American Horror Story season? With
The one
Macaulay-
about Monica Lewinsky.
Hmm?
Is that the one I'm thinking of? The one that talks about Bill Clinton's presidency and Monica Lewinsky?
No.
Oh no,
It's got Sarah Paulson in it. Oh, it's probably not an American Horror Story, right?
Well, I mean, there's American Horror Story. You got Sarah Paulson, yeah, but there wasn't anything about. Well, they did like a one with Trump as president. They did like an election one though. They did do one.
An
called-
election one. Oh, okay.
So yeah,
I think I did see most of that one.
so that was a couple years back, I think. But yeah, the one now, Macaulay Culkin was in it. They had this like black pill that made you creative, but there was a price. You have to drink blood, and they end up like killing like people and drinking their blood, and so.
Yeah.
But
No, I might have missed that one. Yeah, but I used to watch a lot of the American Horror Stories. I like the season 5 Hotel because Lady Gaga.
Yeah.
Hotel and Freak Show are my favorites.
Yeah.
Oh, Freak Shows different too.
Yeah, I really liked Hotel and Freak Show, but yeah, Lady Gaga did really good. I'm excited to see the one with Macaulay Culkin, but I just haven't had time to watch it.
They actually ended that half. They just started part 2 because they're doing 2 stories. The one they just started is going to be with aliens. They did 7 episodes of the one with Macaulay Culkin and the pill I was just talking about. And now they got a alien abduction one and something going on. And I don't want to spoil it, but yeah.
Right. Yeah, they always got so many plot things going. But yeah, I haven't had time. I haven't got to see any of those. Or the stories ones with Danny Trejo playing Santa Claus.
Ooh.
Even if you just watch that episode, that's a good one.
Yeah, but I just haven't had time to watch it, so I haven't got to watch any of that yet.
I know it's hard to watch everything. There's so much to watch and stuff that I watch before coming on here. And then my shows I like to keep up on. It's just, and then I work. And so it's like, what to do? I just want to watch everything. It's like, I wish I could just watch everything and get paid. That's it. That would be the ultimate job.
Yeah. Yeah, getting paid to watch movies and TV shows, and say what you think of them. That'd be a great job.
Mhm.
Something like
I
that
think
for
it's called.
Netflix.
I think it's called a critic, right?
A critic, yes. Yeah, something like that for Netflix. They're like, you can get paid to watch Netflix shows and tell them.
Well, I heard something they were doing. I forget who it was, but they were doing like Stephen King movies. They were going to pay someone. I forget if it was like $5,000 or $10,000 to watch like 14 or 15 Stephen King movies, and they would also like do your heart rate and stuff just to see how it affects you. I'm thinking, dang, I want to do that.
I know. I remember sharing that article because I was going to look into it later. Then I forgot.
You know what I'm talking about.
I probably missed the deadline.
Probably, but you know what I'm talking about, though. How they offer you to watch this.
Yeah, I can't think where it was, but yeah, I know what you're talking about.
So, but
It sounds familiar to me too.
Yeah, it was being shared around, so you've probably seen somebody talk about it on Facebook. Because I saw it all over the place on Facebook for a couple weeks.
Yeah, I haven't seen it now. They've probably already picked the person. Lucky bastard.
Lucky.
I was gonna say also in the movies, do you have a particular favorite death scene, whether it's yours or another person?
Death. Okay. Yeah. I guess I do. Okay. There was a movie that I did called Bloody Island, which was one of the movies that I found on Craigslist. And while being an okay film, I played a police officer. It was pretty good. My death scene in the script, it says that she's a police officer. She corners the killer in the woods. The problem is he wins and kills me. And in the script, it says he gets violent before he kills me. And I said, well, what is this about? He said, we'll talk about the day we film it. Okay. So then the day we film it, he's like, how far are you willing to go with this? And I said, I want to go with whatever your vision is. Oh my God. I got rape scenes in the woods. But so the horror on my face was pretty legit. So that didn't take too much acting at all, and it actually looks pretty good. It looks pretty good. You don't see much, you don't see much, and I think it looks pretty good. But yeah, so yeah. Whenever you tell a director, I'm willing to go with your vision, just be careful because sometimes their vision is a little rough. But no, that's probably one of my favorite death scenes because it was so it was so memorable. I think if people watch it, I think they would really be like, oh wow, that lady cop just got messed up. Other than that, I really liked my death scene in Radiant Dark when I get killed as a Dorn member because I don't know, I think it's pretty theatrical. Well, you'd have to see it, but it's pretty theatrical, I guess.
Awesome.
Pull like a Paul Rubens and Buffy. Ooh, eat.
Oh, not that theatrical, not that theatrical. I think it was more realistic than that.
10 minutes later. But yeah.
An entertainment
All right.
value.
Has any of the characters you played had more of your personality behind it, or do you just go completely different?
I guess in Camp Murder, Roxy Rumble, I tried to make her a little more of me, fun and I mean that she's a wrestler. I figured that would be easy for me to kind of take some of me and put that into her. But yeah, so I'd say Camp Murder's Roxy Rumble is a little variation of Jamie Ann Morgan.
Awesome.
Okay.
But other than that, every character I try to make like a little more different. Maybe more of my fun personality, or maybe more of my mean personality, or maybe more of my, smart personality. I do have a little bit of a smart personality, just a little bit.
Oh, most definitely.
Yeah.
Just trying to think of something else. But,
Was there any other? You said you had brought some visuals for us. Was there anything else you wanted to show us that you had there you haven't showed us yet?
No, I think I showed all the movies and stuff I've got here.
Yeah.
I think I showed. Oh, I didn't show this one. This one was the first Mad Angel film I was in. It's called Half Dead, and I played a zombie.
Nice.
And that was fun. You know, I just got on set, and they put a little makeup on me, and they dumped the fake blood over me, and I cut up my clothes a little bit. I was wearing like a white shirt, I think, and blue jeans. And I went, and they had me attack the lead actor. And I really enjoyed that. His name's Benson. So who he is, he's a tall, good-looking man. So I was like, yeah, I will.
Like, num num, come here.
He was a delicious treat.
This is not a tough day, not for me at all.
So what? Which was your first acting role? What was the very first movie that you did?
Very first one I did was a movie filmed in Syracuse called Impossible Choice, and it's about a boy in school who liked other boys, but I guess he couldn't feel like he could come out and say that, without worrying about the bullying and the pressure, because he read about a gay man who was murdered outside of a bar. And so, my first acting role, I call it acting role because I got paid. I think I got $50. I think I got $50 to do it. I was a student. I was a student in the classroom, and the teacher is giving out the assignments to the students. And I raised my hand and I go, what if we don't like the subject we are assigned, And he's like, that's just too bad. And I'm like, Yeah, so that was my first acting role. It was the first one I was paid for. That was pretty fun. I thought it was cute, Yeah, it was. I think it was one of the ads I answered on Craigslist. I answered a lot of ads on Craigslist.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's been other people we've had on that said that, they've got starts about answering ads. I didn't even know that was a thing. I didn't know that, people put ads, for people to be actors and whatnot on Craigslist until you guys started talking about it. I was like, I didn't know that was a thing.
Like, yeah, we met on Craigslist and now I've been in movies all through them. Yeah. So
Yes. Craigslist.org, and you go down to the bottom right, and there's like talent or writing or something. You click on talent. Most of the time when they're asking for talent, they're asking for models or actors or models or actors.
Okay. Might have to check it.
There's also one called creative. I don't know what the difference is between talent and creative. I've gone to creative, but I think creative is more like dance and also something else. And I'm not much of a dancer. I'm not a very great dancer or singer, but I fake it till I make it.
Well, dancing, if it comes down to it, wouldn't be too hard. I wouldn't think, since wrestling moves, you have to kind of go around.
Yeah.
So I would assume, light on your feet, so it should be pretty easy to catch on.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, dancing is more like a flow. I think with wrestling, it's more of like moves. They kind of call it a dance, but it's
that's why I was like, you do wrestling, so that's why, because they're.
So, I do think that wrestling helps me a little bit with my flexibility. So.
Oh, I'm sure it does.
I hope it does.
Yeah, I'm not much of a singer myself. I was like, I wish I could sing, but I would help out with musicals backstage and stuff. But what was funny is I did Cinderella. And at one point, I could talk to that Aquatic point. Okay. It's like, to read makes your speaking English good. So at one point we're dancing and we're singing the song, but since I don't sing, I'm just like lip syncing the words that everybody else is singing. And my partner, she's like trying not to laugh because she knows I'm not singing. And so it's like, oh, it was fun though. And then I was a horse too. So, but yeah, I was one of the after effect of the mice turning into the horse and stuff. So that was fun. So, Yeah, but that was an interesting experience. I just lip sync the whole time, pretty much. Same thing with Wizard of Oz in middle school. I was just one of the Munchkin backgrounds and stuff. So, but
Oh, you was a munchkin?
I-
Aw.
or no,
Yeah,
or-
like I
no,
said,
not
I'm
the
not much
Munchkin.
of a
No, I'm
singer,
sorry,
but
not the. Well, wait, whatever. That's what they were called, the background Munchkins. And what was funny is my costume. I swear to God, it looked like they called me the Green Power Ranger because it was white and green and it had the diamond. And they were like, and I forget who made it, but they were like, "You're the Green Ranger." I'm like, yeah. Now I just need to get the little Dragon Zord dagger, the Dragon Dagger.
Ooh.
But it was funny. I looked like a Power Ranger.
Power Ranger the Munchkin. The next
Power-
crossover.
It's instead of it's Morphin time, it's Munchkin time.
Yeah. I used to be a big fan of the Pink Power Ranger. She was my favorite. Kimberly.
Yeah.
Amy Jo Johnson. Yeah. I always wanted to meet her at a con. I missed her, and I don't think she's done any cons in a while. But yeah, I liked her. She was cool.
Yep.
I could see that, you having her as an inspiration. Then here you go into wrestling and acting, so I could see.
There you go, the Pink Power Ranger. Yep.
Yes, I was the Pink Power Ranger multiple Halloweens. Yes, I was. Yeah, I was thinking about the singing. And yeah, I just went to Massachusetts this summer and worked on a musical called Lukewarm for Firefly Creative. And I'm not a singer, so I sang in a group. And I sounded much better when I had other people singing around me.
Yeah. That's usually how it is. They just drown you out. So.
Yup, exactly. Hit me on like bongos. Those are really easy instruments. Yee, the bongos. Drums. Just take my hand a little bit.
Yep.
So that was fun. That was a nice experience. I'm excited to see when that comes out. You know, being in a musical. Those are fun. So yeah, even though I'm not much of a dancer, not much of a singer, somehow I landed in a musical.
That and music videos, you said too, right?
And I've done a couple of music videos. Yeah, I think I've been in like 7 music videos, and I've seen like 3 of them. And music videos are hard to find. You know, you gotta remember like the name of the artist, the name of the video.
Mm-hmm.
Just look for it on YouTube.
Yeah, I was gonna say, what were the music videos like? We could check it out.
Yeah. There was a music video called "Through the Looking Glass." Ophelia. Probably some. I'm not saying it wrong. There was another music video called "Girls Just Want to Have Fun" by Jay Curry. And then there was another one. I could picture it, and I can't remember the name of the artist or the name of the song. Oh gosh. But yeah, there's. Can't remember. If I do remember, I'll put it in the comment section.
Okay,
All right.
not a problem.
My brain's not working. I can't seem to remember.
It's okay.
I should have figured it out and wrote them down.
Oh, that's no
There was
problem.
one I did that I really wanted to see called Behold the Fairy Tales, Behind the Fairy Tales, with Ellie Cooley, dang it, can't remember her name. Nice girl. I can't remember her name. It was a cute one. We did it at the it was the Radisson Hotel in Utica. I think it's been bought by another company now, so it's not the Radisson anymore. But yeah, we did it the same day Mad Angel Films had one of their auditions. So I went and I auditioned for the Mad Angel film, and then I went down the hall to like the event center area near the pool and did this music video. It was so cool. I was like, I got to do 2 things in one day. I am so good at multitasking.
Yeah, it works out when they're so close like that.
Yeah.
Yes. I was like, every day is going to be this spectacular. It wasn't, but hey, good to dream.
Right. Never know, it could happen again.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, no, I've had some fun. Music videos are fun, you know. It definitely helps when they've got a nice song, you know, because, you know, you listen to it multiple times. So it's good when you enjoy the music. It's like, oh, nice.
Right.
Oh, there was one I did down in like Cortland, New York, and it was like, dang, it was like this goofy band, and it was like there was a lot of green screen, and so it was like, oh, it was like about going to the bathroom. It was like, this is the P dance, drop your pants. Oh man, it was really weird. There was a lot of green screen, and I was like, I don't know what's gonna be in the background of this, and I don't know if I want to be. Well,
Like, I don't know, and I don't know if I want to know.
Let me
never
guess. You
saw
found it on Craigslist.
the final version of that, and I'm pretty sure it was. I don't know. Maybe it was R-rated. I don't know. It was kind of odd, but it was an experience. I don't work a lot with green screen, but that was an interesting experience.
So, yeah.
I did a couple of green screens from our Colonias films.
That's what I was going to say, yeah.
In Amityville Islands, yeah. So a little bit of green screen. I have done a little bit of green screen. But that music video was interesting to say the least. I was like, I don't know what's going to be in the background of this green screen, but I don't know. This song sounds kind of odd. This song sounds kind of odd. It was funny. They were like brothers. They were like two guys. And, I don't know if they were legit musicians, but there was more than just me there. So a lot of people must have fell for the ad. What is this?
It's their own personal video.
Yeah, it was probably for their own personal use. Just seeing people goof off.
Well, as long as you got paid, right? Whatever.
Yeah. It was not bad.
Well, that was funny last night. Dylan was telling us a story where they were going to film, and a guy was like, "You're not filming a porno here," and they're like, "What? We're not filming a porno."
You know, the movie that I did with Man Angel Films called The Man with No Pants. A lot of people, when I told them the title, I told them about the movie, they thought it sounded like a porno. I'm like, it's not a porno. It is called The Man with No Pants, but it is not a porno. Yeah.
Yeah, usually pornos have like
Sharkula.
weird creative names to it that usually like a spoof of some other movie or something. I don't know. I'm not really versed in that realm, so I don't know. But it was like Man with No Pants. This was almost like in your face kind of thing. It's like not something that a porno would sound. If I heard that, I wouldn't think porno. But
Yeah. No.
Spank Inferno. What?
Spank
Yeah.
I was talking about that, and I just hear him rattle off Spank Inferno. And I was like,
When we made the movie, it was like five years ago, and I was working at Wegmans, the grocery store, and I was telling some of my coworkers about it, and they're like, I don't know, Jamie, it doesn't sound like it's, and I'm like, dude, this guy is a good filmmaker. I've worked with Matt Peters since 2010. He knows what he's doing. He's a legit guy. The movie's not crazy. I swear it's not crazy. It's fun.
yeah, I definitely would. But like I said, I wouldn't have thought that. But it sounds too obvious to like if you would like come and say I was a coworker, you tell me about that, I probably would. Like I would never came up with
thinking that. Yeah.
Well, years ago, I almost got to be an extra in Batman versus Superman, Dawn of Justice, I think.
Oh, really?
And so, yeah, so people would, I tell people, I tell a few people about it. I'm trying not to tell too many people, and they were like, really? Batman versus Superman? That doesn't sound right. And I'm like, dude, that's the name of the movie. I know some titles don't sound, legit, but it's like, plus a lot of times it's the working title, sometimes you go into something,
Or they'll just have a title so it doesn't get out, and then they'll change the real title. So
exactly.
Right. Well, they versed each other in comics, so I remember when I heard the title, I was like, because I'm pretty sure they had comics called that too. At least I think.
Maybe
I want to say they did.
And myself both weren't much of a comic book reader.
Yeah, if you're not a comic book person, which I'm not huge. I watch a lot of the older like cartoons, but like any of the comic stuff, I don't know pretty much squat about. But
yeah,
I'm pretty sure that there's been something before of either a cartoon comic or something. But
yeah, there probably was, I'm sure.
Yeah. Possible. I'm not very versed in that realm, so I don't know. Like I watch like the Marvel movies or something, and all I know is like the backgrounds that they show on TV. I know squat about like their original stories.
Oh, origin stories.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes they change it up for the movies or whatnot, and I'm like,
Yup.
I have no idea. I know some people get mad because it's not like what it was in the comics, but there's a lot of people that don't know the comics, so
they don't care, or they don't
Right.
really know the difference of the plot line. So
right.
Like,
I do-
that AMC show, The Walking Dead. They changed a lot of stuff
Yeah.
in the comic book, apparently,
did.
you know? And people were complaining about that. It's like, well, if they didn't change it, you'd know everything that was going to happen.
You know
How
everything
fun
that
is that?
Right.
they either switch stuff around a little bit, maybe happen to another character, or they cut it out and did something else, or
Yeah, I never read the comics, but I watched every single episode. I'm like huge into The Walking Dead. I've watched every single episode since day one. And I know I've seen people talking about like there was one character because Abraham was supposed to die a lot sooner. But they had another character take his death, and then he lasted a little bit longer. And I think there was a couple other ones, but I can't remember them by name. But I remember Abraham's death got given away to somebody else. But
yeah, they do that on shows. They might keep a character. I know, Boom, you didn't watch it, but True Blood, the character of Lafayette in the book, he was killed off, and they kept him in the show throughout the series. So I mean, they change it and make it different, and so people don't know what happens. I mean, if you know the exact thing that happens,
Right.
anyway, so
Yeah, well, the actor who played Lafayette was so fun. So
oh my god,
of course they had people around.
It's sad he passed away. I'm so glad I got to meet him. My friends did True Blood conventions, so yeah, I got to meet him, and he was a great guy. I was hanging out with him in the restaurant, and some guy came up. Since my friends worked, I got to hang out with them, and they got to know me and everything. And this guy comes up, he pulls up his leg. He had a tattoo of Lafayette's character on his leg, and he was like, Nelson. Oh God, how do you say his
Nelson
name?
Ellis?
Nelson Ellis. Yeah, that was his name. And he couldn't believe. He's like, "Oh my gosh!" He's like, "That is awesome." And he's like, "I'm buying you beer all weekend. Get him anything he wants." And then he was telling his story about his audition, since his character obviously was gay in the show, and he goes, I can't do it as well as he could, but he was talking about his audition. He went in, he even said like he put on some earrings, and he's like, "Let's do this," and he was like all into character and everything. Like he just went full on Lafayette, and he was really funny. Like he had some good stories, and I'll have to. I think I posted that picture on Facebook. I don't know, but yeah, he was a good guy though. So, but and his character was great. So I'm guessing you're a True Blood fan then. Yeah. You hear their remake? They're making a remake of it. Did you hear that? They're redoing it. So I don't know what it is now because of the last couple years. I don't know what they're doing, if they're still doing it. But I heard I can't remember if Alan Ball was going to be a part of it or not. But hopefully it'll have a better ending. I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, it's true. Some finales are just hard.
I hate that. You wait like for the whole series and then it ends and it's like all these years and that's what you do to us.
I heard, I never watched this either, but Game of Thrones, I heard they did that with that.
Yeah.
There was so much outrage I saw on there, but I never watched it, so I don't know. But
great show.
Yeah, I heard it was really good, but I never did watch it. But I heard they did a really crap ending to that one.
People were actually signing it, which obviously I think is stupid, but people were signing a petition to rewrite the ending. I'm like, well, I don't think they're going to rewrite the ending just because we ask them to and spend all that money. But I think there was like,
people are silly.
I think there was actually, when I saw it, I don't know how far it got up, but there might have been like 50,000 signatures on it or something. I'm like, really? People get a life? Or maybe it was 25,000, but it was a ridiculous number though. Like, really?
Well, I guess if people are, fans and they get disappointed, maybe they think, well, sometimes people, the creators will like, oh, maybe we did do our fans dirty. We should probably respect our fandom and, do it. And some people are like, yeah, But like show like that, they put so much money into it. It's probably harder to
and
redo.
plus, when they filmed it in certain seasons, depending on when to film it again, because they were actually on location, and like when it snowed, I forget the actual locations right now, but it was actually, there was no special effects. That was the real weather when they filmed it. So
Oh, wow.
yeah.
Yeah, I don't know where Game of Thrones was filmed.
I forget
I
the
want to say
location.
New Zealand, but I don't think that's right.
Yeah,
I'm a Xena fan. I'm a Xenite, so I'm thinking New Zealand because I love that show.
Right, yeah.
Another show that had a terrible, terrible ending. I mean,
Yeah, that was weird. I was like,
I watched a little bit of it, but I didn't watch the whole thing, so I don't know if I've seen the ending, but I did watch some of that. That and Hercules.
yeah,
Hercules.
the Nutty
No, I
Professor.
was a big Xena fan. My dad liked Hercules. Xena.
Yeah. My man Bruce Campbell was in both, so I didn't really care.
Yeah.
Well, wasn't he? Which guy? Who was he again? I forget.
He was like the thief or something. I don't remember
The
his
thief.
name.
That's right. Yeah. Okay. Because I didn't think he was one of the gods. I was like, no, I know he wasn't a god, but I couldn't remember who he was in it. But yeah.
Yeah, he was I don't remember his name, but he was like the thief.
What I wish.
Yeah.
What I wish they would have either made a movie or a reboot with Bruce Campbell. Only Briscoe County Jr. That was a fun show. The Adventures of Briscoe County.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
That was a good one. And then I forget the horse's name, but he like had the horse sit right outside the bar and stuff. It was like a dog horse, pretty much.
I liked him in Ash versus Evil Dead.
Oh, yeah.
One,
Oh,
too.
of course. Yeah.
They brought Lucy Lawless for that one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, I was lucky enough to meet her at MegaCon too. She was really cool. So I love going to conventions. So
Yeah,
have you done it? Have you done any conventions at all or not yet?
I have not, unfortunately. My status has not reached a level where they ask me to be in a convention. But if they do, I've got DVDs, Blu-rays, T-shirts.
Well, they should do their own little convention.
But that's I should message Rob and be like, you should put on like a Wild Eye event and just get like all Wild Eye people together. That would be fun.
Yeah.
Oh, that would be cool. Yeah.
Or heck, even if like I know like some people just they did their own there was this company that was going to have people from Firefly come, and they ended up like screwing people over, and the actors, they felt bad. They just like showed up anyway and did their own thing for the fans. And so it's like, maybe we could just pull something together, figure it out. We should just all talk to everybody. That'd be fun. Even if we talk to Mark and Jeff and Danielle and all you guys, we could just make it happen. Just do our own Wild Eye event. So
Yeah.
We do when Tim says he's gonna have us come out.
Well, Tim was saying he wants us to do something with you guys. So who knows? Maybe that's what it could be. Make a Wild Eye event. There we go.
Yeah.
So don't have to fund it because I have no money.
Well.
All right, Christy, we will make you pay for it.
You're like, I just want to show up. I don't want to pay.
Right. Make what was his name? Ron, make him pay.
Rob, you mean? Yeah, Rob's the main dude over at Wild Eye. It's his show over there. So.
I'm just kidding.
Like, are you watching Rob or watching the replay? I don't know. He's like, so he knows about the show. I don't know if he's watched or not, but I've told him about all you guys I'll bring on. So,
well, if he is, I'll wave. Hi.
Thank you for distributing our movies. Yeah, Wild Eye is like the best independent distributor out there, I think, pretty much. So they give all those filmmakers a chance to put out those movies. So I'm thankful for them and you guys, of course. So, I know what I was going to ask. It's totally random that this was what I was going to talk about earlier, which is kind of funny. In the shark movies, or pretty much any movie where you guys are either in the water or get rained on or whatever, it's kind of funny because like 30 seconds later, like completely dry, like nothing has happened. Like what's your thoughts on that? Like, is that like an intentional joke or?
Nothing that Mark has ever said to us about it being like I guess we just really didn't think too much about it. Like the only one I can think of for sure is the It Kills Camp Blood 7 when we were out there by the campfire and it rains on us
And it
we go
rains.
running inside. I was kind of trying to rub my arm a little bit, but I didn't really think about trying to like get myself wet. I guess I probably should have thought about getting myself wet so that it would look a little more legit, but
So, like I've seen it in multiple movies, though, not just that. And I'm just kind of curious, like, what thoughts are in the process of that, or like if it's just supposed to be funny, like, oh, movie magic, we're dry.
Movie budget, we're dry.
Well,
It's nothing he ever like said. Just as we're going along with the flow of the movie, just filming it and stuff. We just
All right.
none of us never even thought about being like, oh, we're just coming in from the rain. We should probably be a little wet, Focus on our.
That might be something I know. Yeah. I know eventually I was talking to him about, maybe coming on. I know he's super busy and everybody said how he's such a hard worker, but he said eventually whenever there's time, it would be fun to come on. And that'll be definitely something I have to ask him. I mean, nothing against it. I love the work and stuff. I'm just kind of curious, like, how, interesting question. I thought.
Yes, no, it's that is a good question. I'm sure I would think he probably doesn't think much about it,
Yeah, plus they don't probably film in order either, so
they're probably just filming
what scene is going when you're doing it. You don't realize what scene you have to be wet in and whatnot.
Yeah, you're right. We
might be filming the end of the movie.
Somebody will go and it'll be like, okay, we're just coming in from the campfire scene, and this is what we're doing now. So sometimes it's like we don't even think about it. Just we're focused on
just getting it done.
I guess you should try to focus more on the continuity of it all. I guess from now on, I will keep that in mind. If it's a rain scene, we gotta look wet.
Just out of curiosity,
Even like in Noah's Shark, which is the movie's coming out next month in November. There's a scene where we're by the water and the shark's like thrashing around and stuff. I'm thinking to myself, I don't think any of us look wet enough to be thrashing around with a shark right now. But it was also the time of year where it was kind of not warm outside. It was kind of cold. I don't want to sound like a wussy, but it was kind of cold. So I mean, getting us wet when it's kind of cold outside, I'm not looking to get anybody sick.
Right.
But plus, you don't know what exactly they can. I mean, I guess in special effects in the post production of it, you can't really make the actors look wet. But I mean,
right. Well, even I think when I was watching Virus Shark, and well, I don't want to say too much spoilers, but when you're on the beach, it didn't look too wet either.
Same thing. I'm laying there and I go, after just coming out of the water, I look like I haven't even been near the water. Yeah, I thought about that too. Yeah.
It's all good though. I mean, I know it's a movie and you're just doing your thing there, but I just was wondering if you had thoughts on that. So.
Yeah, no, I feel bad about that too, because it looks like I just came out of the water, my pod or whatever, and my friends, and I'm like getting up from the sand, going, walking down the shoreline, and I'm like, ooh, and I'm like, dang, I'm not wet. Yeah, I didn't think about it, and I don't remember, but yeah, we filmed it. I think, we started off that scene, and he's like, you just lay down. Took my glasses and put them like in the sand, kind of in reach, so I could grab at them. Yeah. And I didn't even think about, the fact that I should be looking like I came out of the water. No, I didn't.
Yeah, it'd probably be harder to dry off for like the next scene too, though.
Yeah,
so like film like all wet scenes while you're wet.
Yeah. So I can see how that can be an issue too, being wet for the next scene and having to dry off. So.
You wouldn't be able to like skip as much.
No, you're right. You are right.
My only beef with his movies is him putting Megalodon in a lake.
No.
That just annoys the piss out of me. But I did I was playing around with my picture editor, and I ended up making a kind of a callback thing with my banner on my YouTube. I put a shark, and it was like just a great white, and I stuck him right in the lake. But then I put a rubber ducky next to it because my PlayStation ID, if I stream, it has a shark with a little rubber ducky next to it. So it's like a callback to his movies where he puts Megalodon in a lake. Plus, it has like my PlayStation like callback thing. So there's a little rubber ducky next to a big ass shark in a lake. So I made that my YouTube banner.
Ah, very cool.
Uh,
I like, well, as long as it's something that, you know, means something to you and puts a smile on your face when you see it. That's important.
I thought it was
I al-
funny.
I like ducks. I like ducks.
yeah, ducks are fun.
Mhm.
They think
Yeah, I
they're
did.
boss, I swear. Like at my park and everything, you know, they always like whether you're on a bike or car, they'll just wait there. They don't care who's in the way, and they know people aren't going to run them over. They're like, yeah, that's all right.
Yeah. They're like, we're here. We're here. Little cuties. Little cuties.
When we first moved here, because my dog's part husky, so we have always had like a little pool in our backyard so she could stay cool. And when we first moved here, we had a pool out there, and we live not too far away from the river. And we had 2 little ducks hanging out in our baby pool.
Oh,
They've never
my
been
goodness,
back, so I don't know
my
why,
goodness.
but every now and then I'll see one like in the front of the house, like walking down the sidewalk.
Oh, yeah.
But I haven't seen them in our backyard. Hello there, 20.
Oh, for Anthony Moe. Hey.
Anthony Moe. I was trying to figure out how to say. I don't know why that was so difficult for me.
Yeah,
to figure
24 Anthony Moe. Yeah. How you doing tonight? So
Are
Yeah,
you,
come
are you
by
able
to
to talk
say.
to fans, of viewers?
Yep, somebody
Yeah.
just popped in chat. Just said hello, everybody.
Oh, nice. Hello. Hope you're enjoying our interview. I don't do very many interviews, so.
They said they made it and they are doing good.
Yep.
Glad you made it. We're almost at the hour 20-minute mark.
Oh, are we really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
an hour and 16 minutes and 49 seconds. 51. There.
Oh, nice. Hopefully.
We've been able to manage this little get up going. I was really scared because when it didn't want to work earlier, and then we had that storm going, I was like, man, I hope the internet don't go out. We'd be so screwed.
I know. I was scared.
Yeah.
It's not going to work. I feel bad.
I don't know why it didn't want to work at first, but then I finally got it going and got it figured out. But then I was worried that the storm was because sometimes when it storms, it gets kind of bad and we lose our internet for a little bit or power. I was like, man, as soon as I figure this out, we're going to lose power. I know it.
At least it lasted. We're good.
Yeah, I think the storm blew over. We're not supposed to get another one until tomorrow, I think. So I think we're good.
All right.
All right.
Anthony wants to know how everybody's doing tonight. I'm doing all right.
Doing
Yep.
good. Doing good. Yeah, I was gonna eat earlier and then I couldn't eat because I was nervous about the interview. I'm like, oh, I hope I sound cool.
Nothing to be nervous about. You're fine. So
Yeah, you're fine. Yeah, I made sure the guys got their. We was just going to have frozen pizza because I had to run to the store and whatnot, and I didn't have time for anything else. So made sure the guys had their pizza, so I got to make me something to eat when I get done. Go have me some pizza.
Good, yes. Yeah.
let's see. Oh, he just put like some smiley laughing faces.
Oh, someone's having a good time out there.
So yeah, at least you made it.
Make sure to drop a like.
Yep.
I was thinking, I wish I brought another prop out here. I had a wrestling belt from many years ago when we did Ultimate Wrestling, and then I didn't do Ultimate Wrestling. They let me keep the women's title belts. I wish I had that.
Oh, nice.
I got it in the other room.
That's
I wonder
okay.
if I have time to run up and try to grab it, but yeah, I was trying to think of more things I could talk about. Nope, I'm a semi-professional wrestler. I'm a stunt girl. I try to do acting when I can.
What stunts have you done
Yeah,
for your
when
stunt
I
work?
got the script. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh,
For
my
your-
stunt work.
Yeah, what have you done for your stunt work? Or whose stunts have
Okay.
you done?
I worked on this film called Return to Clark County by E&H Productions, Sean Ubley, and I played a girl who's hitchhiking, unlucky hitchhiker is what I'm in the credits, and so the bad girl picks me up, and the next scene I'm hung up in a barn, so I'm in a harness hung up in this barn, and she had cut my eyes out, and I'm like hanging there, and I think I'm basically dying. But yeah, so that was a pretty good stunt thing that I got to do. I'm like, in a harness in a barn.
Right.
Like, hey.
Did you at least do the Superman pose?
I know, right? Oh,
Speaking of Clark Kent, Superman, hello. There you go.
Make the mood lighter after a scene or something. Just go, ah!
yeah, well, I just really wanted to, be cool and be professional and be cool. But, yeah, it was a good experience. So I mean, other than fight scenes, that's probably my best stunt story that I have. Everything else was just like fighting scenes. I mean, which aren't bad. I love a good fighting scene. But yeah, if I could ever do another I mean, I'm not like afraid of heights. Gives me a little feeling in my tummy, like I don't know how to explain it. It's not too bad. It's not terrible. It's not like I feel like I'm gonna hurl or anything. It's just
Kind of like butterflies.
Yeah, I think it's like butterflies, just like a feeling in the tummy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I get that too.
Yeah. So I like it. I like it. And so I'm like, because I'm like, oh, it can't be fear. I can't be afraid of heights. If I want to be a stunt girl, I can't be afraid of heights. This is what's going to come with stunts. And they're going to fling me up in the air. They're going to have me land on a big, giant, blow up mattress.
Right.
I gotta love me some heights. I gotta love me some stunts.
Yeah.
You gotta fall off those buildings. Ah.
Yes. Oh, a building stunt. Oh my goodness. That would be wild.
It would be kind of fun to jump into one of those giant mattresses that they use.
Yes. I know,
So, yeah.
right? You're like hanging off a balcony or something. Someone just shot you or something. You're hanging off a balcony. And then you fall onto the big, giant beautifulness.
So for the fight scenes, like in Amityville Island, of course, you got to do some fighting. I bet you enjoyed that.
Oh, yes. I attacked Danielle Donahue like crazy. I was like, it wasn't me. I was possessed. It wasn't me. I like her. I wouldn't hurt her.
At least not much. No, I'm just kidding.
Not much. Little bit. Just a little bit.
Oh yeah, she's great. We had her on one of the earlier shows. Yeah, so
yeah, she was a lot of fun.
Yeah, she's great fun. I did get to see her a couple weeks ago. We worked on another Mark Polonia film. Yeah, Mark Polonia. Yeah. And she played a nun, and I played a superior nun. So that was pretty fun. Getting to see her and work with her again. That was pretty cool.
Yeah, she told me she's really looking forward to that one. That's something different she's done, and she's ready for that to come out. So.
Sister Krampus. I was trying to think of the name of it. Sister Krampus.
Nice.
That's a good one. So, that's gonna be fun.
Nice to have it out just in time for Christmas.
Yup. Yeah, it will be. Hey.
And is that going to be another Wild Eye? Is that going to be another Wild Eye one, or is it distributed through someone else?
I'm not sure, because he also works with a guy in California named David Sterling, and he's done a lot of distributing for him as well. So I am not super sure.
Because I know what is it? Is it SNR was the last distributor?
Sterling.
Oh yeah, okay.
Sterling.
Okay, yeah.
So yes, it'll be one of them.
Either way, I'm gonna check it out. So yeah. I don't care who puts it out. I'm just gonna watch it.
Yeah.
Yeah, especially having you and Danielle in it. I'd probably, as soon as I see it somewhere, I would watch it.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were talking to Kyle. Was saying about your group or whatever, and I was like, well, I guess you could call each other the Polonia Pals. I don't know. There you go. He's like, yeah, we're part of
Polonia Pals.
Yeah, didn't he say it was the Polonia cult?
Yeah, he said it was the cult.
Polonia cult. Don't cult members have like a silly belief in something that is
Normally, yes.
I know. And you know what? I know what the Polonia cult worships sharks, right? Their god
sharks. Exactly as I was just thinking. Sharks.
That's what it is. Polonia. That's all the sharks. There we go. We found his secret. Now,
damn megalodons in the lake.
And now, people, if this is our last show, that's why we were killed.
I have been messed with by killer clowns and dinosaurs and aliens, also in Mark Polonia films. But yes, the majority of the time it is sharks.
Yeah.
Mark loves sharks.
Yeah. Can't blame him there.
I saw it.
Sharks are cool.
I saw it once on there. I forget. I don't think it's on Amazon anymore, but I did get a chance. I haven't tracked it down yet. Dinosaur Activity or whatever. Dino Activity that Mark did.
I was gonna say Jurassic Exorcist is one I'm in where I'm messed with by a dinosaur.
Jurassic
Big.
Exorcist? I don't think I've seen that one. Jurassic Exorcist? Okay.
Jurassic Exorcist.
That's definitely
it's not
something
really
I'm going to have to
one.
look for.
Yes.
Dang it, I wish I brought it in my pile, but
That's all right.
I did not. But yeah, that's a fun movie. I play a reporter who's trying to get her cameraman to get a good shot of the dinosaur. And I'm like, just get the shot, I am all about it. I am take no prisoners, let's do this, But,
You're like the Gale Weathers from Scream. Get the damn shot.
there, Scream, yes.
When I tell you to move, that
I will do it. Let's get this shot. Yeah. But yeah, so yeah, Jurassic Exorcist, and I'm not super nice, but I have fun. I have some fun.
Awesome.
Yeah, so that's one where I don't see a dinosaur at all. But
just the inside of its stomach.
Yes. Yes, I guess I do finally get the exclusive.
Did you get that on film? Yes, I got that on film.
Well, you want to go ahead and talk about who's coming on next week, Steve, and that way we can let her go eat since she put off eating.
Yeah, since she hasn't eaten. Yeah. I'm sure she's worked up an appetite after this.
Right. So
yes.
I gotta go eat too. I'm smelling the pizza in my stomach's growling.
Yes.
All right.
No, isn't that terrible?
Yeah, I know.
When you can smell it, it's and you're grumbling. Oh yeah.
You're like, yeah, I'm gonna eat the rest of my wing bites too. I got some food from just wings. So, but yeah, next week we got Rebecca Reinhardt from Karis Hell 2, Dr. Bubenstein and Fright Vision, also Sharks of the Corn. So we'll be talking to her next week. And thank you very much, Jamie. Had a great time, and you were great. So
I was able to figure this out and get it going.
Yes.
Yes, I appreciate this. So if you have any other guests that can't get StreamYard or something,
Yeah.
now you'll know hopefully how to
We
do
know
it.
how we can do it. Yeah.
As long as I don't have computer problems, we'll have it figured out. My computer was just like, no. But
Yeah, that was weird.
Yeah.
I kept telling me I had to reboot my Chrome, and I'm like, and I rebooted it. I don't know what the hell it was. It just didn't want to do it, but I forced it. It's like, you're going to work, damn you.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We need a computer exorcist or something going on over there.
Yes. Oh,
The power
come on,
compels
computer.
you. All right. Well, thank you very much. So,
All right. It was good
Thank you
seeing you.
Oh, I appreciate you guys.
all right. Take care. Bye.
You too.
Bye.
Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.
Oh,
All right. And I'm going to go ahead and end it. Have a great night, everybody. And tune in next week.
yeah. I'm trying to figure out how to